What up? And we are back for another episode of dub techno music with naturlig funktion, working title production. Today we're gonna do a beat basically. I have started a little bit on my TR1000, and I've been having this bass line in my head, which we are going to try to make with the Moog. And then I suppose we either add the modular or the Rev2, and we start to work around a little bit and have fun. Before that, some new additions, which are not here. I have bought a screen, an external monitor, which I'm going to fit somewhere around here, because I usually stand up while I'm making music. I think it's nice. You can get a groove going. And it's a little bit, I feel like I always kind of bend down and look into the screen. And it also, the computer takes a little bit of room in a way. And if I just get a keyboard, maybe it will be more convenient. I also think about getting an external sequencer. I've been a little bit on the fence of getting either a Ableton Push, but the old one, the version 2, which are selling quite cheap these days. Well, cheap-ish. The thing with the Push is that no matter how you look at it, it's basically a controller, and I never feel good about spending any kind of money on a controller, even if it's a kind of cool controller. And since I'm working a lot in Ableton, I do a lot of sequencing in Ableton, which is quite good. It's not so intuitive. I think that is the issue with my sequencing in Ableton. I sort of play things in. I think it's good for the Rev2, because then I usually have some sort of quote-unquote musical ideas which are easy to sort of capture in the piano roll by MIDI in. But then I wouldn't use the Push for that. So I don't really know why I want the Push. I always wanted a Push, but I never bought one because they're too expensive. It's just that now they are sort of not so expensive if you look at the second-hand market of the old ones. But what I really want to buy, it's just that is expensive, is the Oxy One, because I've been thinking to have like it's so small and convenient. It's just that it's so small that it takes like mini MIDI, which I absolutely hate. This tone hammer sounds insane, but you will not hear that on the microphone. You only hear a big hum because this microphone is so bad. And I bought it at Moog in Göteborg, and it said, oh, it's just as good as a SM57, and it's not. Just buy a SM57. Where was I? Yeah, about the Oxy One. It's small and convenient. I've always been wanting to get a Circlone. I even was on the waiting list, but the waiting list is over. And then I was like, am I going to spend as much as the Rev2 on a sequencer when I have two synths? And I don't know, the Circlone, it's a legend. Everybody likes a Circlone. I think a lot of people get the Circlone because they've seen some artists use the Circlone. And they don't really know what they're getting into. And I think I'm falling into that category because it seems like a very deep and complex instrument. But I think if I would get one, it would be like one that would stay forever. It's just that I've been seeing a big inspiration of mine, Lucas Marsal. I probably pronounce his name wrong. His DC11 is his artist name. He makes techno, a French guy. He made a really good video about the Oxy One, and also this guy called Ora, an Italian guy who lives in Berlin. He also makes a lot of videos of the Oxy One, and it does seem very intuitive. The only thing that worries me is that since it's so small, I don't like to have sequencers that are kind of quantized to a scale. I like to have all the keys so that I can sort of make melodic things which are not just in the scale. But I think you could turn that in. It's just so small that you have to navigate between two pages. But nonetheless, I think it looks kinda. It's just the form factor of it that you could have. I could have it here, and then I would sequence, like my master clock would be the Roland, which is now sequenced. It's not sequenced, but it's clocked by Ableton, which works fine. I know there's been a lot of talking about the sync issues, but you just put it at layer gens and you add like +8 on the sync compensation and it's dead on. It's just that I've been noticing, I sort of like when I have it set, I always set it up like that it's synced internally and I have it in all tracks and I just kind of jam out a drum beat on it. And I think it's just, it's so fun that you start it with, you know, the buttons and everything. And it's sort of like a dream I have to sort of sync outside of Ableton for some reason. And then I would, from this one, I would send like a gate to the Oxy one, which then via MIDI would sequence the Moog, the Prophet. The Prophet might get sequenced still from the computer, I don't know. And the modular, which I always want to sell, but I never do because it's so, I mean, that's a topic for another discussion. But I mean, I sort of, it just seems dumb to sell it as well because I won't get a good price and it would take forever. So, so I'm thinking of doubling down on the modular. So I will have the sequencer, the Oxy one, and I would get a small, it's crazy, and I would get a smaller case for the modular and have it here. Because then I won't use the sequencer, the Renee, which I don't like anymore. I have used it so much, I don't like it. And then I can sort of have another monosynth. I have one monosynth, another monosynth, which will be a complex synth, which is not really, I don't like the further generator. It doesn't track well. I think it doesn't sound good. And I don't like the design. It's too like, ooh. Sorry for being a bit negative. This has been my thought process the last days. And I would have like the almighty Prophet Rev2 still carrying the ship with the TR1000. But I think enough of that, enough of me talking so much. I said there wouldn't be talking, but a lot of things are gonna happen in the studio basically. I'm thinking of doing some serious investment because I'm having a lot of fun with this sort of techno stuff and I'm not recording as much as I want. I usually just start and it sort of goes so fast that I don't think about recording. But today we're gonna be here from the beginning. So here we go to the TR1000. All right. So I have started a quick. I have made a new pattern, a new kit with a simple. I have a little loop going. It goes like this. Very simple stuff. It's a 909 kick drum with the saturator on. Absolute killer. I have a 909 snare, which I will not have it like this, but it's nice to have. I have the tom channels, the rim shot and the hand clap channel. I have left these open with nothing on them right now. I might add that later. We have a 808 analog hat with some nice triggering conditions. We have an open hat, also from the 808, which are being closed by the closed hi-hat, like the K. I also brought in a 707 closed hat, like this. Might use that, and of course we have the classic, which I've been using a lot lately, ride cymbal 909. So nice. Can even have that on everyone. So this is the beat that we got going, and now we're gonna switch over to the Moog and get some sort of, I'm thinking a little bit of like, yeah, you will hear the bass line. Let's go.